Welcome again, Delta Chemia Khas. We'll continue with the discussion of the microwave spectroscopy. We have used the rigid rotor and solved Schrodinger equation and get the energetics. And also Schrodinger equation tells us the selection rules, and the allowed transition is when delta G is equal to plus or minus 1. Plus 1 it's absorption, minus 1 it's emission. This is the energy level. Just we use the value of J and get the value of energies levels. The energy, as you know, we interested in the transition from energy level between the energy levels. So from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, the delta E is given by E of J minus E of J minus 1, which is equal to 2B multiplied by J, and J is the higher value here. If you go from 0 to 1, you should use G equal to 1. Okay, so from 0 to 1 transition, and you use this energy expression, you will end up with the value of delta E equal to 2B. From 1 to 2 it's a 4B, from 2 to 3 it's 6B, from 3 to 4 it's a 12B, and so on. From 4 to 5 it's 20B. Okay, so the wave numbers of the different rotational levels is given by 0 to B, 6B, 12B, 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 20B, 30B, centimeter minus 1, and so on. Hence, the wave number of the lines observed in the rotational spectrum will be equidistant, will be at 2B for 2B, 4B, 6B. So the lines of the peaks or the signal, it will be at equidistance. Any various line of the rotational spectrum will be equally spaced, and the distance between any adjacent line, it should be 2B. So this is the energy expression, and this is the values of G, and this is the values of energy, and this is the spectrum. The first line appear at 2P, second line 4B, third line 6B, and so on. Any distance, the distance between any adjacent line, it should be 2B. It should be 2B, and the B we have known its rotational constant. It's a rotational constant. This is the spectrum how it looks like. Once you get the value of 2B, you can divide it by 2 and you get the value of B. And once you get the value of B, you can get the value of moment of inertia I. And once you get your moment of inertia I, you know the reduced mass. You can calculate the bond length. This is an example of carbon monoxide. The first line appeared is observed at 3.8. So from this value you can get the value of B, and then he asked you to calculate the rotational constant B and bond length, where the relative masses, relative atomic weight should be given in the example. So the value given, it's 2B divided by 2, you get the value of B. So use the relation between I and B, you can calculate the value of moment of inertia I. And so you can calculate the bond length of the carbon monoxide, which is given by 1.1 angstrom. Okay, so let us go to the next title. The intensity of the spectral lines of in the microwave. Actually, the intensity of the rotational, as we discussed before, the intensity of the signal is dependent on 3 parameters: population of a state, transition probability, and the concentration. And so the intensity depends on the population of the states and also the number of degenerate energy level. When we deal with the molecular microwave, so the intensity depends on Boltzmann distribution and the number of degenerated energy or number of degeneracy. Okay, so Boltzmann distribution law, we discussed this before. Number of molecules in G state and number of molecules in 0 state is given by exponential minus E divided by KT minus E. I put it here minus E instead of delta E, because the energy of 0 it's equal 0 when you deal with the microwave energy levels. So when you apply instead of E with this expression, you end up with this one. So we can conclude the population of states is decreased by increasing the value of G. So for the HCl, 2B is equal to this one and B equal to this one at temperature, at room temperature 300 Kelvin, and H you can calculate the population of higher states comparing to the other states. When from 0 to 1, from 0 to 0 it should be equal 1. From 0 to 1 it will be 90%. From 0 to 2 it will be around 70%. So the value of G increases, the population decreases. The population decreases. Okay, and this is the diagram between the population of states and the number of G. It looks like this one, it's decreasing. Okay, the degeneracy, forget about the degeneracy for the time being. So we go to the second application of the microwave. One could study the isotopic effect. When you substitute an isotope with its original element, actually the chemical behavior is still the same, and also the bond length is still the same. The only thing which is it changed is the mass, and so it's reduced the mass here, it's increased. So reduce the mass is increased, so the moment of inertia increased. So the value of B decreased and the value of energy decreased. The value of energy decreased. So this is the original molecule, carbon 12, and this is carbon 13 monoxide, carbon 13 monoxide. As you have seen, the energy levels becomes lower than the original one because the reduced mass is increased, and as a result the value of moment of inertia increased, which is inversely proportional to the value of B, and the B is directly proportional to the value of energy levels, and so the transition from different energy level gives the solid lines here, the solid lines. And for the isotopic molecules, it's a dotted line, which is become lower than the original molecules. Okay, we can study the effect of isotope by using an example. For the carbon monoxide, the value of B is given by this one. For the isotopic one, as I told you, it's decreased. It's this one, and so one could calculate the real value of atomic mass of the isotopic one. So B is inversely proportional to I, which is inversely proportional to mu. So mu1 over mu2 should be B1 over B2, and so this relation is, or this ratio is given by this one. So you can use the atomic masses of the original one and the original one for the oxygen, and the only parameter here you should calculate is the mass of the carbon 13. So you end up with the carbon 13 atomic mass at 13.006 atomic mass unit. Okay, and this is the spectrum of the hydrochloric acid, or HCl, the isotopic one, chlorine 37, and the original chlorine 35. So the energy levels, or the peaks, for the isotopic one appeared at lower value, or smaller value than the original one. I think now I think I finished the rigid rotor. Might be you can continue with non-rigid rotor next time. Until we meet again, I wish you all the best, and bye bye.